Hello, this is the intro. This channel will be focused on level 2. It will be explaining chart patterns to some degree, but if you do not need that, you can always skip to the point where I am watching the level 2. I do copy my trading style off of Warrior Trading. It works. So, hello guys, this is first video in a while in terms of an active trade of the day. I was away for a little bit in terms of being able to trade in the morning, but we are back. On this stock today, there was only one stock that I saw when I got on. It was SYM. And here I am mapping out the levels that I'm trying to figure out. It takes me a second to figure out the trend line here, but if you see on the 5-minute chart, we've made a considerable move. Daily chart looks good. Looks like it's a break of these EMAs, and we're retesting the highs up here. And we've already broken through by a large amount. So it's just a good daily setup. It's a little light on volume, which you'll see a pretty bad spread here on the stock. So I only take one trade on it today, and I only take it into the open. And on the $500 that I have in my ThinkOrSwim account, I didn't take it on my CMEG account because when I saw that full dollar spread a share, full dollar a share spread, that's what I meant to say. It really freaked me out a little bit. So drawing my trend line there, and here it is testing that trend line, and ends up holding. So if it held at that trend line and into the open, I felt like it was pretty strong. It was holding up pretty well. So into the open, we have 15 seconds left. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. If I bring this tool up, 5-minute chart, we have this clear breakout level here on the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. And if you look at the 5-minute chart, we do have like 2 spinning tops here in a row. But this one is turning into a bit of a hammer, and it looks pretty bullish. So if we get that first dip into the open, we might be able to ride that wave back to retest the highs. That would be the idea of this strategy. So you're looking for a bottomy wick towards this area, preferably above that wick right there. But anywhere, like if it does break this trend line into the open, we could see a quick dip buy is what I'm looking for. So into the open, let's see what happens. Skipping forward, it pops up a little bit. At this point, I'm thinking I don't want to be early for any entry here. I wanted to see if it held 2650 actually, and it didn't end up giving. I can play that through really quick just to show you what a failed hold over 2650 looks like. But into the open, we break here above 2650, and I'm watching to see if it can hold. This was when I was going to take a trade with my real account. Looks like it's about to hold, but it didn't look good enough. The big came down at the same time we got green, and then it falls through. So I wasn't convinced. I didn't see enough green there. And luckily I didn't click buy. Pulls back, retest the highs. I'm a little more skittish, but it's trying to hold 2650 again. I wonder if that's when I saw the, yeah, I think that, did I see the full dollar a share spread there? Because I'm wondering why I'm not looking for this trade. Yeah, right there. That's like nearly $1 a share. So at that point, that's when I finger off the buy button on my big account. And I was like, nope, I'm not touching that. I'm not about to get caught in that type of a disgusting spread. So I decided to wait and see if I could find a different trade. So I brought up my ThinkOrSwim account. I said, screw it, I'll take 10 shares. I'll show you $1 a share trade. So it does ends up popping up there after. I decided not to take the trade. Unfortunate, but whatever. And now let's see what type of pattern forms. I'm getting ready to click buy here. So what I see here, let's watch this back. I forgot this was the era. So on this 1-minute setup, we have a clear test of this level of 2750. So if it tests this level and kind of pulls back to 2650, 26, or 27, 2650, it's just kind of testing this level, pulling back, and then reloading for the next attempt up through 2750. So you have to kind of figure out where the support level is. So into this new candle, there's no clear place you can click buy at the moment. So if it breaks 2650, or it might go all the way down to that trend line, so you would be waiting maybe at the trend line. But right there, what we have is our first moment of potential strength. So we're 9 seconds in to this 1 minute candle. So if I click buy here, it gives it way too much time to reverse on me. I want to make sure I'm getting in after confirmation. So we let it pull back. So first, that was the first pullback to 26.55, and now officially we're popping back up to 27. So I'm like, okay, now we've officially pulled back and we're popping back up. So can we get that second pullback inside of this 1 minute candle? So the first pullback was to the low of 26.55. So I'm looking, can it hold above 26.50? If it can hold above 26.50, that gives me a nice stop out under 26.50 if it holds. Like, you can buy the low and stop out under 26.50. So it's pulling back. It's trying to, it looks like you can almost buy right there, but the spread's too wide. And maybe click buy there at 75 as it's holding. So I'm in there at 75 now. Oh, I actually got to fill at 55. No, did I get a good fill or something? Yeah, so I clicked buy there, and I got filled on the bid. Wow. That's the power of clicking market buy in ThinkOrSwim. That's ridiculous. I would never get that fill on CMEG. It's always interesting how that works. So now I have a stop out under 26.50, and I got in at a beautiful fill price, and my target should be the break of this 27.50 level. And then if it breaks 27.50, we look to see if it can hold. So I'm not gonna waste too much time. It holds above 26 there, like, pops above 27, holds above 26.50 on the bid, and then it goes ahead and tests the high. So if we can get that breakthrough 27.50, that's when I should be scaling out. So add right there 43, it looks like. I look to take profit there, and there's where I sell. So I guess I can show you guys that little reload right before the break of 27.50. Notice how we're pulling back on the bid right now. We were at 27.20, and watch us pop up to 27.40, and now wait for the pullback. Oh, that's too early. I apologize. So we're up to 27.40, 27.50, pulls back to 20, up to 49, 25. Can we get a pullback? It wasn't pulling back, and you would click buy there before, at least before 50. I don't know how I read it so perfectly the first time around, but whatever. So there would be the trade there. So it took 10 shares and made $1.20 a share. It's a good trade. Hopefully you learned something from this. Thanks for watching.